We are here tonight with Big Daddy Queen Power.
Hi.
And if you wanted to just tell us a bit about yourself, and then we'll have just a little chat while we're in the green room here getting ready for the show.
Yes. Hello everyone, I'm Big Daddy. I'm a singer-songwriter born and raised in Montreal. And I've been performing actively since about 2015. I was gifted a guitar in 2016, which was one of the biggest blessings of my life.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I just took that instrument and never stopped. So I've been learning a bunch of different instruments, writing a whole bunch, and yeah, I'm super grateful to be here today. It feels really good to be back on stage. So.
Yeah, we were just talking about you learned piano during quarantine, which is amazing because I just heard you out there and you were so good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we had a lot of time to ourselves.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I took the opportunity to learn a new instrument, which piano's very linear, so it was quite easy to just kind of play and listen. And I liked how it was actually quite expansive because it allowed me to like play different chords, even though I wasn't really sure what I was playing, but it sounded really good. And yeah, I wrote a lot about my experience during the lockdowns and a lot of new material.
Yeah, I actually started my YouTube channel during quarantine because I was like, okay, I keep saying I might do this at some point, and this is the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it served as a purpose, as a way to interact with people during that time.
Yes.
And now it's continuing on out into the world, which is really cool to see. So how did your approach to creativity change during lockdown, do you think?
So definitely one of the biggest and most important things for me is community. So losing this connection with community and also falling a bit into a depression, losing my desire to have community was very, very hard for me, and I lost my voice. I lost a lot of my will.
Yeah.
It was very hard. But my music, I think pre-pandemic was very uplifting, and now it just kind of shifted into something more vulnerable, I guess you could say. Very raw, very vulnerable. And even just prior to the lockdowns, I was playing more with guitar and ukulele, so it was more like upbeat.
Okay.
This is very moody, very emotional. But yeah, I'm really grateful for this music because it kind of brought out the darker side of me, which isn't necessarily evil, but it's just more reserved or more, you know, the power in my ego, the power in my emotions.
It's important to be able to explore those different things,
and
I think that as I've talked about this a lot with friends and family, just as terrible as COVID has been and as the quarantine has been, I think there are positive things that we've got out of it too, things that we've learned, and especially as creative types, ways that we've evolved, and I think we have to look at that more than the negative, especially as we break out of this and back into the world again and start rebuilding our communities.
Yes.
And that's exciting, right?
It is.
So
I don't regret any of it, honestly. It was very challenging, but also very humbling at the same time.
Yeah,
Taught me a lot
absolutely.
about myself.
Yeah, so thank you for touching base on this a little bit with me. I'm going to be doing other mini interviews and filming you, and I'm very excited to see how this show rolls out, and I think we're going to be doing many more in the future and more collaborations, so that's great. Before we shut this down, I guess, where can people find you online?
Yeah, so you can find me online almost anywhere under Big Daddy Queen Power. I've got a YouTube page, I've got some music on Spotify, my Instagram. You guys can check it out.
Yeah, so look her up. Thank you.
So much.
Yeah, thanks.